Return to sender. Boom, boom, boom. I have Elvis stuck in my head. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me just change a few things here. It takes me a second. Give me a second. It takes me just a little bit to get everything popped up here. I don't know how streamers do it. I think how it works in my experience is something like streamers will have like an intro screen and they'll just do all this live because holy cow, maybe I should have like an intro screen rather than awkwardly talking to everyone via VOD channel. Maybe we've earned that, you know? Maybe we've earned that a little bit. Let me just we're almost there. Hold on. We're almost there. Let me just boot up some music. It's been a while since we listened to Star Guardian. Let's listen to Star Guardian, you know? It's been a minute. There we go. Heck yeah. All right, so today's gonna be fun. Today we got a day. Today is actually implementing the font properly with like its own class and everything. So it auto resizes correctly. It's beautiful, don't worry. And then once we do that, we'll finish making the card. If we like the design, we can lock it in and create cards, really. Once we're done with the card design and everything, the rest of it is gonna go by super quickly. We're gonna have, by having a finished card design and having the ability to resize it and everything, the rest of the game goes together pretty quick. We can play test probably not too far away, actually. As long as we don't care about the rest of the game, like the game board, you know that? And even then, the game board is technically already made, but maybe the background of the game board exists somewhere. Now that would be based. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make me smaller. Oh my god, I still have the ball in my head. It's so cute though. All right, we'll keep it on for just a little bit because I like it. All right, let's move this over here. Oh, make it much smaller though, please. Bloop. Okay, that goes there. Minimize this. Okay. Where were we yesterday? Well, there's been a lot of updates since yesterday. A lot of updates off stream. So this is our current efforts in terms of where we're at with card design, and the art and everything. So this is about as far as we got. So the one on the right is the original upgraded gravity card, but we're not gonna have upgraded cards in this. So the white background and the black text isn't gonna exist. But you can see the higher fidelity art. You can see the text needs worked on, but we're gonna work on that today. It's a little bit not correct, but the actual description box, the outer border of the box, I like this more modern look of it, to be totally honest. It looks very simple, but it's gonna be filled with text, so it'll look a lot better soon. Besides that, everything looks good. Once we have text figured out, it's gonna be better. Yeah, it'll look better. And also kerneling. Kerneling is a little bit goofy on this, right? Although I guess in the original, kerneling's pretty close too, so maybe it is correct. Maybe we just need to make the text bold. I don't know how you would do that. Maybe download a bold version of the font. But anyway, this is it. This is where we're at. Now, things happened off stream since yesterday. Namely, there was more art found. This guy and this guy. VRT, we got in contact with, actually, the artist of the original game. I asked him if it was okay to use the art. He was totally cool with it. We caught up a little bit because it's been like 12 years since we talked to each other. But he gave me this old art for some jellyfish squid thing that wasn't squid, not jellyfish, octopus? It's a squid, right? It has a long face. And then we have this antlion, which is a creature that's like an earth creature that's very small, but I think it's adorable. So that's pretty cool. We have more art. I already saved it and everything. Now, talking with VRT about the rest of his art that he made for the game, it's lost to time if it was found online. The original photo bucket, he tried to log into it, already deleted. So he actually keeps all of his hard drives, and he's actually trying to recover the hard drive that he used in like 2010 through I think 2013 was that hard drive. He's gonna look through it and try to recover it to see if he can get this old art, because it wouldn't exist anywhere else as far as I know. So if he's unsuccessful, then currently we have every single piece of art from that, and it won't exist anywhere else. Like, this art is just all the art we're ever gonna have, which is fine. I mean, it's beautiful art for what it is. It's just we're not gonna have more like there's one card, yeah, here. This was never in the original game. This was actually an unreleased art that was for a community made card, but it was never made in the end of it. But it was never made in the end, you know? So this art just exists. It was never used. I think it's adorable. I think we're gonna use it. I think it looks great, but you know, this guy was never done, but it's just a doodle. It's not actually meant to be a real creature. I think we're gonna do it anyway, because why not? What else? And yeah, that's like this spider I don't think was ever used. It might be Deathstalker, but I don't remember. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things that we're gonna add to the game. Pretty much this and these guys are like it. There are no more VRT arts anywhere, which is kind of sad, but oh well, that's what time does. Nothing lasts forever. So we have what we have. I mean, how many arts do we have in the end? 7 times 6, so 42 pieces of art? I think 42 pieces of art, I think that's a-okay with me. It's a good start. So yeah, that'll be fun. This can't be deflag, right? I think deflag needs to be something a little more different. Oh god, I love this reverse time art. I think reverse time might be my favorite spell art in the game. Dude, this art, oh, mwah, so beautiful. I love it. The pest. I know this might look like AI art, but it's not. It really is. Like, this quanta down here was on purpose, this rainbow effect, and then it gets turned into darkness. Yeah, it's perfect. All right, so that's where we're at. So let's put up Visual Studio. So what we're gonna do today is we are going to double check the program still runs, even with all of these module issues. And it does. So this is the game running at like 500 FPS or whatever we're doing in it. Wonderful. Now, the actual card is not a card. It's just a series of graphics that we have rendered on top of each other. This is just like proof of concept. Once we have it made, we'll actually have the card class that'll have all of these objects on a card to be resized and all that good stuff. I'm thinking maybe we even blit textures to a surface, maybe? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But in any case, let's make some art. So first of all, can I get this font to be bolded? Because I think in order to do that, we need to have the same font, but have it re-downloaded. So what is it? It is Gil Sans MT. Can I get Gil Sans MT bolded? That would be kind of helpful to start. Gil Sans MT bold. Is it safe to just download a font? I don't know. Wait, is it Gil Sans MT and nothing else? Gil Sans MT. Okay. I mean, I guess I could just try downloading the bold. MT bold is a bold true type font. Okay, well, I mean, is it gonna be a virus? I don't know, but we're gonna download it. Thank you for downloading this. Your download will start automatically. Okay, so we're going to extract files to desktop. Okay. And it was loaded. Okay, now this is gonna get moved over here. Okay, so the goal is we're gonna rename, copy, rename, paste. We're gonna try to see how this bold looks in game real quick. Okay, then copy, paste. Replace this file. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the package. No, I lied. The x64 debug. The idea is we're gonna see everything else is the same. We're just gonna see what it's like when it's bolded. Is that better? Is that better? I mean, I don't know. It might be. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep that there for now, and then we're gonna fix the font. Like, should we do like font size 8 or something? No, that makes it worse. 24? That's a little better. It's kind of a... Yeah, 24 should be about right, maybe a little big. But yeah, it's I think that's why today we're gonna make a font class, because clearly this is not like we can't manually adjust every text in the game. This should be automatic. It may one day be lost to time, but not today. Check the Discord. Oh, no way. Hold on. What? Check the cool boxes I found in my box of photos. What? What is this? Decrypting files. This link is password protected. Well, that's awkward. Wait, did you say it on Discord? No. Do you have a password that you're okay with sharing with me? I won't show it on stream if you want to PM it to me. That's awkward. But yeah, if you have the art for elements the game saved somewhere, oh baby. Also, Linkcat, hello, welcome. Link owner has the password. Bro, I literally just opened it in a private browser. I mean, we can try this together. So Discord, click this link, decrypting files. Oh, there we go. Oh my God. Okay, it worked. Never mind. Sorry. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so what's going on here? Let's see what's going on. I don't know what you're okay with me showing. I guess it's public. All right, links from VRT. Can I see what's in them? Oh my God. Oh, is that original 256 size? Oh my God, it's a better image. Oh, it's 450 by 450. Oh my God, that's like twice the resolution. Unless that's like not upscaled properly. Okay, we have that. Oh. Okay, listen. VRT was a little jokester, okay? You son of a bitch. I'm honestly curious what kind of rules are there for the card game. If you're curious, before we look into this amazing VRT art that just was found, thank you for finding that. How did you even find that? Did you make that thing? If you're curious about the rules of the game, this wiki is a little better. Basics. Tutorials? No! Ugh. Wait, is there not a rules thing for the game? Creature cost theory, how to evaluate, patch notes, VRT arts. Ugh. Overview of the elements. I mean, well, first of all, that's like a good like meta shakedown of like the strong cards and what defines the elements. I'm trying to look for like an element, like a basic like text tutorial. There's the rules of the game. Okay, this is another one. There you go. There's the rules of the game and the most common cards. Have fun. Okay, so that's a meme. Average potato. Oh my God, is it every VRT art, even the memes? Oh my God. Gravity, jellyfish. Okay. That's, oh my God, that's the, wait, VRT made this art? This is the 1-cost fire creature that generates 1 mana per second. Okay. It's kind of blurry, but I guess it's so small it doesn't matter, huh? I mean, I'll take it. This is, fuck. What's the name of that card? Oh, God. Hold on. I'm gonna click my own link here. Ugh, of course. Hold on. Main page. Fire. I'm gonna cringe. I can't remember the name of it. Ash Eater. Fuck. Okay, it was Ash Eater. So this is VRT Ash Eater. Ah, that's what it was. Wow. That's a council member. Wow. What if I told you I had this logo as my forum title? I was part of the council. I was the community manager. Thank you, Link Cat. We're gonna look through every single piece of this art collection. This is one of the forum badges I had. Oh my God. No way. This is a piece of history you guys aren't expecting. This was the private forum for the council. This is... Wow, this is like a blast from the past. That's Scared Girl postings. So this isn't real. Yeah, they picked you news for council. This is actually kind of old too, because I did it in like late 2010s. Or maybe early 2011s. I still have my council gavel. Ah, so cute. You're so pretty. Sassy Fajita, thank you. Bow made by a fan. We have this. Oh, this was the drawing tutorial guy. That's where this is from. Right. Yeah, this was the art class thing he did. Oh my God. This is the Death Nymph meme. Holy shit. Every meme he ever made is here? Oh, wow. That's just cute. We're not going to use it, but it's cute. And Darkness, another meme. That's this is concept art for Deja Vu, right? That's the real Deja Vu. We have that. This, I know what this is. This is also 666 Hashem. I'm going to make a hash soon in the C++. Hi, thank you. Thank you for following. I know what this is. This is, this was the map that was used on the forum by Scared Girl for like a concept of like a PvP like extra mode on the forum for people to play against each other on. And this is basically his version of like the game. So like down here is Aether. This is like the North and the Light and all that stuff. I don't know why we have a Frozen North, but I guess there are cards that deal with ice, like Permafrost Shield. Maybe, I don't know. Water. That logo is Essence. His username was Essence. He was a guy who was actually on MSNBC for like an interview, and I remember everybody in the IRC chat freaking out when they saw Essence. And I remember that because Zanzarino was there and Essence was late. That motherfucker. They were playing MSNBC. It was like, oh, it wasn't Dan Crenshaw, obviously, but it was somebody else, some bigger guy. And he was doing an interview with like alcoholism or something, and it took like way too long. And Essence was just sitting there, kind of just like, and he was late. And well, yeah, we all cheered when he was there. He was like the water guy. That's why this meme was made. Wow, this is like a blast from the past. I have this. Forest Spirit, yeah. Doodle, but frozen. Gargoyle meme. What a meme. That's Armaggio meme. I just don't want Armaggio in the game. What a useless monster. Okay. That is an interpretation of a pillar. I don't know what this is from. Mummy meme. Darkness meme. All right, cool. That's one down. Well, let's keep that up. Get out of that. Is there anything that Aether banner? Oh shit, hold on. Hold on. So that's the Aether banner. We're not gonna need it, but still. That is part of an art competition to redesign cards. I remember that. Combine all your creatures in a single one, gravity, pull, momentum. So that was Chimera. That's the card Chimera. This was the reimagined card. I think our reimagining of the card, I like where we're at with it. Very clear, very concise, doesn't have more than 2 gravity symbols at most. I like where we're at with things, so we're not going to use the redesign card, but we do have that art. That was the reimagined Silence. That's the Chimera art we have. That is a meme. This is also a meme, but I might take it anyway. This is, I think this was Scared Girl. Was it Scared Girl? Is that this meme? This is like a cockatrice and a lycanthrope that's like chopped in half. I don't remember. We don't have this art, but I'm gonna save it. I can make that work. This is BRT Dark Dude. Oof. Okay, never mind on that. So we're gonna save that. What's this? I get, like, I get what he's doing with like the opposites thing, but I don't know what this is in reference to. We have the exact same thing in our game. Our Elements remake is going to be a little different than the rest of them. It's not going to be a true one-for-one. I'm going to do little things like if you have a fire card in your deck, you can't have water. If you have air, you can't have earth. Basically makes it so I can exclude like 2 very powerful... You're not going to have Aether cards and Time cards in the same deck. Oh no. Was it Aether and Time? I don't remember what we excluded with each other. But basically, you're not going to have like a weapon. Oh no, I guess you can make Eternity Immortal. Basically, you're not going to be able to like do like super goofy stuff. Like you're not going to have, I think it was Entropy and Time together. So you can't have Supernova and Hourglass or something like that. I like that direction where we're going to take it. This is... I don't remember exactly what this is from. I'm guessing this is talking about the forum user. I forget her name. It's either about Antagon, the PvP guy, or the girl who used Phoenix because it was her favorite card, and this is like celebrating that. I don't remember, but in any case, we're gonna save it anyway. Because why not? Bonefire? No. So that's cool. That is Crusader art I haven't seen before. That's a meme. Oh, it's Crusader, but like flipped across the y-axis. I get it. Napalm? Was that her name? Oh my god, it's been so long. Okay, that's for the war thing we had going. Well, hot damn. There you go. Let's go part 2. Abomination? Wait, did I already have this? Wait, is this old Abom? No, it's not. VRT didn't make that. That was a... I don't know what. Yeah, this is Doodle. Momentum, Aether, Air. Wait, we already looked through a lot of these. Okay, hold on. We already looked through a lot of these. This is... Chrysanthemum, Dark Elemental, Mitosis, Vamp. So this is what I had. So I already had, I had this, this drive, not specifically yours, but I already had a lot of these images downloaded. Didn't have that, didn't have that, holy shit. Oh my god. VRT, will you make card for my art idea? He did for me once. Do I know you? Yes. Do, owe you any favors? No. Is your concept awesome and versatile? Yes, if I have time. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. Shrieker Scarab meme. Oh, this is, I didn't have this. This was the newer card. That's cool. Okay, sweet. Didn't have that. Was it Graviton? I forget his name, but this is VRT. I should know the name of it. Hold on. It's the Earth card. Is it Earth? It must be. It was a newer card. It was after my time. Shard Golem, Iridium Warden. Oh, wait. Is it Gravity? It was Gravity. There we go. Graviton Salvager. Ah. Graviton Salvager. Salvager. Sweet. That's awesome. I know what this is talking about, but we're not going to talk about it. This is the creature that's on the screen is a representation of the classic photosynthesis card from Life. This is concept art for something. That's a meme. That's a meme. Oh my god, it's the Aether card. Is that what's going on in it? Oh, he's projecting a city. Chat, would you believe me if I said that I, honest to God, did not know what was happening in that? We talked about this yesterday. I'm glad I did before we saw this. Fucking Phase Salvager. I didn't know what was happening here. I thought he was like pissing into a lake. He was like a weird alien dude. I didn't know like he was like making a city. Okay, that is awesome. So this is VRT Phase Salvager. Thank you for this drive. It's so wonderful and beautiful. That's what a meme. Wow. Old ass Odiug art, but like terrible. What was he doing here? Did he make the original Odiug art? I don't remember. I guess he didn't. That's the new one. We already have this. That's the phased one without the drool, but I think the drool makes it look better. This is the blurry one that's in Elements the game. That is the one without the tail. Ew. Concept art, concept art. We have that. This is Kirby riding a phoenix. Mummy meme. This... Is this Chaos Theory? Is that what that was? Oh no, it's an entropy card. It's a really common one. What was that? Chaos Seed, that's what it was. Wow, he made a Chaos Seed interpretation? I mean, I wish it had a background, but I like it. Juiciest Pineapple, hello. We found a lot of VRT stash. This is unfinished art, it looks like. Wow. Mitosis we have. That is a reimagining of Aether? I don't know what this is. That is a blurry version of it. Napalm! Oh my god. Napalm was, oh, she was so good at PvP. She used fucking upgraded, yeah, it was upgraded phoenixes because those are the cheaper ones. Motherfucking phoenixes, and she crushed PvP like every fucking time. I could never goddamn beat her. So good. 3 streams. Thank you. Fire for the forums. Yep. Life art for the forums. Darkness. Darkness. Another mummy meme. And we've looked through a lot of these, right? We already have these. Yeah, this was the first 2 ones. Okay, let's continue. That was part 2. Let's go to part 3. Aether banner. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Chimera art. Silence art. We've seen these. What up with this drive? Okay, we've seen these too. Was that everything? I think that might be everything. Now, this isn't everything in the game because he made the art for Aether. Water Dragon. This is the blue one, right? Yeah, we have this. No. Oh, that's cool. This is this the background of Crusader? Oh, wait, I have that card. Hold on. This. So this is Crusader. Is this the background for him? No, it is different. Huh. I mean, I kind of want to just keep it. It's so weird. I'm gonna keep it. VRT, Angel Knight. This is unfinished, but it's kind of cool anyway. I don't know why there are dupes. Guten Tag. Hello, this is Shrieker, classic. Do I have this? I don't have this. Oh no, yes I do. Yeah, I have him. Is this a higher version of it though? Nope, 256, same one. Reverse Time we have, Quantum Tower we have. Still no Aether Pillar, so it's not his whole collection. In fact, we have a lot of these already. Yeah, we have that. Yeah, we have these. That we don't have, but I don't want it anyway. I think these, yeah, this must have been where we found a lot of these. Maybe not this one exactly, but we found a lot of those collection already. So there is still missing art. Aether. Death, gravity, life, light. VRT made an avatar for me because I couldn't stop asking for one. Happened a lot of the forums. Time. All right, that's it. We salvaged a little from the collection. Thank you so much. What did we find in the end out of all that? I think we found maybe 6 pictures I didn't have before. We found Phase Salvager. That's cool. The original Phase Salvager art. That's pretty sick. I thought that was lost to time for sure. So that's awesome. We have the well, there was a lot of unfinished art. This is probably the most finished of his unfinished art. We have Graviton Salvager, nobody's favorite card, but we can change him up. It's nice to have the art at least, because usually the card art was like, well, shoot, it was even smaller than that. I like it though. Maybe even that's an unfinished version, I guess. We have this Bonfire pick. It was a forum meme, but you know what? Maybe. And then we have this dark dude, just random piece of art, I guess. I don't know. He showed the drawing process of it, so maybe it was for, I think it was for an art class, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think VRT drew this for like an art how-to class, you know? And then Ash Eater. We found Ash Eater. That's pretty sick. I didn't even know he did the art for Ash Eater, but there you go. Fuck me. That worked out. Sweet. Now, all that being said, it's not that much, and we are still missing some. Specifically, if I show you on the forum here, not the forum, Elements the Game Wiki. If we were to look at the wiki, what cards are on here that he drew that's not on there? The first thing that comes to mind is the Aether Pillar. He did this art, and I still have yet to find that anywhere. What else did he do? He also did the art for... Did he do the art for Phase? No, that's Spore. Did he do Mindgate? He did not. He did do Scion. There must be more that he did that was not on there, right? I don't know if he did any art for Air, to be honest. Fire. Did he do Seraph? He did not. Okay. I'm happy with where we're at. That might be almost everything he did. This was Deja Vu, the card we were talking about earlier. A card that's actually pretty cool. A super cheap 1-cost card for time. It's a 1/1, and you can pay 1 more mana cost to double it. Just Twin Universe itself, which is kind of cool. Twin Universe, time having access to Twin Universe, but only on 1 card, and you have to like super buff it. Listen, there were a lot of weird decks out there, including that one. Holy shit. Fate Egg. Yeah, I think that's all we're gonna find for now, but Aether Pillar, man, still not there. Damn. All right, let's get back on topic, chat. This is a programming stream, motherfuckers. Anyway, so this is where we're at, okay? So we have the card and everything. The problem here is the font, obviously. That's like standing out. That's like shockingly bad. This is the correct font. We know it's the correct font. It's more so just 1, is it bold? And 2, we need to actually make a font class and not just manually put all the sizes in, because Jesus Christ. So that's going to be what we do basically right now. Once we have font installed, we're going to see if we need a drop shadow on it. If we do, that's pretty simple. If we don't, or we think it's good enough, then we'll start like the different elements across the card and all that. Maybe even doing some Unicode stuff to get like a spell symbol, a creature symbol, and a permanent relic in this game symbol. That'd be kind of cool too. And then getting cost on there as well, because I think card type was top left corner. I think, oh, it's been so long. Maybe bottom left corner was card type. Bottom right was the stats, name, cost with a number next to it. And then the cost of the abilities had, like, if it was 3 gravity quanta, it'd be 1, 2, 3 symbols. They didn't do like 3 gravity quanta, but we could change it. All right, Lean Cat, thank you for that link. Okay, here's what we do first. Ignore all the red squigglies because modules, I don't know what happened with us putting in a font with TTF, but this TTF SDL thing just like kicked all my asses when it comes to like modules. I don't know what happened. All right, so let's make a new module. So boom, we're gonna make a new, I said, where is it? Add module, and we're gonna go font. So this font module, it's going to need the module in order for the compiler to know that it is a module. We're gonna export font, so anything that needs a font will be here. I don't know if the actual game loop is gonna need the font directly, this module. I think instead it's gonna be calling the card module, which will inherit font. No problem, man. Have a good stream. No problem. Thank you. Ill prinny? Is that like a Zoomer like curse word? What's ill prinny? You sound like a rapper. Okay, we need to import a few things here. The SDL header. We're gonna import SDL image. No, we don't need SDL image. We need SDL, not even SDL. We need true type font. Fuck, SDL underscore true type font. That's what it was. And then we're gonna need the standard library. Okay, so what are we doing with this? Let's export class my font. That's what we'll call it. No, we'll call it make font. That's what we'll call it. I don't know, that makes it sound like a function name though. Card font, that's what we'll call it. Okay. What are we doing with this class? Well, we need to have it hold a few information. We need to know m underscore width. We'll go private first. This will be a float value. Then we have float m height. And probably an SDL texture pointer called font, or we'll just call it m texture. Do I need a private variable for the texture? Maybe? All right, so public. What are we gonna do with these things? The m width and the m height are gonna be needed because that's how we change the render size of it, because we're gonna need to extend the render rectangle for every new letter we add. IL is my initials. Prinny is just a misspelling of Prinnies from Disgaea. Yeah, how about I Disgaea's your face with my balls? What's Disgaea? Is that like an anime thing? I'm sorry, I don't like anime, contrary to how I look. Okay, so first thing on the agenda, let's take off the bow. It's time. It's time. Boom. Bow is taken off and it's gone forever. Okay, so what do we do here? What I'm worried about is I'm worried that we have to how we actually manage the textures, because I'm worried we're gonna get into a scenario where we make a bunch of font for everything in the game, but we have so much font that's not getting deleted that we cause issues with memory. But for now, we'll be fine. What else do I need here? Eargate subscribes. 20 months. Holy shit. Eargate, thank you. Welcome. This is where we're at with things. I'm kind of proud of our little card. I think it's adorable. We're fixing the text right now. We're adding true type font to the program. How's the card game coming along? Great. We salvaged a lot of the ignore the background. That's too weeb. Too weeb. Okay, that's better. Okay, so we salvaged a lot of the original art for the game, which I think is great. I always thought this guy was pissing blue, but it looks like he's like building a city. Anyway, we found a lot of the original artists with permission art for the game, which is amazing. Monogatari is too weeb. It's pretty weeb. All right, listen, I don't like weeb things. I'm not a big fan of reading the card explains the card. Well, it was a test chat. All right, so what are we doing with this font class? Well, we need to render. That's something we have to do with it. We need to, oh fuck. Auto, render, return type, void. Yeah, I don't think this needs to be a, I don't think render needs to actually do anything, but just a void, right? What else are we doing here? We need to render it. We need to create font from path. And then we're gonna void. I'm trying to think of what else we need to make here. Hi cutie, I wanna... Whoa! Dimba Kimberly! Jeez, I'm trying to think... I'm trying to figure it out, hold on. Dima... What is your name? Dima Berkeley? Oh, really? Because it looks like Dima Band! Oh, that was... I'm proud of that one. Sorry, I was... You came in very rudely. I'm sorry. I was trying to... I stretched that out way too long because I was looking for the band button, but... Wow, I'm sorry. It took so long. I was like, you're like a cute little puppy that like... I had to put down, like Old Yeller, but you're like... I'm like pleading with you a little bit too long, all right? I'm eating salmon now. Billy Bob Buttery Biscuit. Salmon, cute. What else do we need to do with this font? We need to render it. We need to create the font from the path, which is part of the constructor that we have to make right now. So card font. What do we need as part of this constructor? We need an a const character path. That is the... on my computer, the path to the font. We need standard string, whoops, name of the font. What else do I need here? I don't need a renderer. I can pass that in as part of the parameter for the render function. In fact, I can type that in now. Something like that. I'm trying to think about what else we need before we actually start like doing this. Why is one font a path of CSTR and one of STD string? So what's happening is that this is just the pathway to the computer about like where it's go. Oh, this isn't the name of the font. This is, hold on, I'm gonna bring up Lazy Foo. Fuck me, this is so confusing. It's not C++ that's confusing, it's SDL. I always forget how it handles, true type fonts. Okay, what do you do? Okay, create the texture, load from file, the string path. So that's just grabbing the image. Load from rendered text. You need the text you're gonna type and the color. Oh shit. So maybe we don't need a constructor. Maybe instead we do something a little simpler. So this create text from font is a standard string. And this is text. And then it's gonna need an SDL color. It does kind of matter. Do I need an SDL color? I could just make my own struct, but whatever. SDL color, color. That's that for now. That's gonna return a bool value, but that's like error checking. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna return void, I think. Deallocates the texture. We'll worry about that later. Color modulation, don't care. I guess I could just do it now. Does it matter? All this does is just setting the color so we have an SDL color on the font. I guess that kind of matters. So set color. So now we have SDL color. No, that's not private. It's, nah, we can make it private. Who cares? SDL color, which means I don't need this anymore. Haha. Set color. The uint8 is just 0 to 255. Sorry, I realize how not zoomed in I am. Is that better? Uint8. So the idea here is that uint8 is just 0 to 255. That's all that is. 8 blue. Beautiful. So now we set the color for the private object. We need to have a thing for a texture as well, but we can do that in a second. I'm gonna go look for a bit. Good luck with the game. See ya, Geargate. You can do CSTR to get a const character from string. Isn't that like a C thing, not a C++ thing? I think I'd rather have a const character pointer. That feels better. Each C++ module is its own file, Gary? Yeah? What does that mean? Yeah, I know that. It's a .ixx, right? Like if we look at our original here, so we have our cards.ixx, deck.ixx, initialization.ixx, all that's there already. So yeah, it was planned. All right, Lazy Food, what do you do? Blend mode, don't care. Set alpha. I don't care right now, but we can change that later if we want to. We do need to render, but we're not going to have all of these parameters because fuck you. And then get width, get height, which is grabbing these. Oh, he does have a private variable for the texture. Okay, that's fine. M texture. And then we need a auto get width with no parameters, and it returns float value. Yeah, beautiful. And then auto get height, no parameters, returns a float value. This will return set color, returns nothing, so that's void. All right. Is there anything else we need to do here? Render it, create the font from the path, set color, get width, get height. Render is going to be the hard one because I don't want to pass a million parameters to it. So I kind of want to not even, oh, I guess it does have to render, doesn't it? Maybe the card module can inherit the font module, and then just have all the text on the card, and then we can move around the card object, maybe? Standard is C++. I just thought it was odd. One was a const character pointer and one was a string. Don't underestimate my ability to be a dumbass. So maybe, I don't know, I guess. Load from render text. Create a new image. Okay, so he has a global font, which we're not going to have. TTF font pointer global font equals null. Now, we already have that in here as like a test right there. So local font. The only difference is we're going to have that, but instead of this, it's going to be like a whole thing with the new module. So once we have, ideally, we're going to be able to type text out, and all the render information is just available in the module. Set a rendered texture. That's fine. Okay, so now he has this function, the load from rendered text. So we get rid of the pre-existing texture, which is interesting. We'll pass on that for now. Create a surface. So this is super similar to our texture one. So let's move this down. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to copy and paste our current texture module. So copy and then paste. Now, is this going to be returning a void? This is returning a bool, which is return success. Okay. So instead of returning this, it's going to be returning nothing. Although, if it's asserting and shit, we can back out of that. We don't need to assert. Now, we're going to have a local surface pointer called local surface and make it equal to render text solid, font, path, color. Easy. Font, path, color. That's already taken care of. Now this font needs to change though, huh? The font is gonna be the result of... What does this need actually? It needs a TTF font pointer, which can be part of the parameter. So TTF font pointer font. And then that text is texture text dot c string. This. So this is path dot c string. Sweet. And then the text color, which is color. It's already been made before, as long as we set color at some point. Okay, that's easy. Now we have to be careful because the renderer is something we're gonna need. That's gonna be difficult. I guess we could pass a renderer to this. How does it do it? Oh, it just has the global renderer, huh? Yeah, it just uses a global renderer. Well, we can't do that. We could call the renderer. I guess that can just be another part of this. It feels weird. But I guess we're only doing this to create the font. It's fine if it's like a one-time thing, right? This is an SDL renderer pointer, renderer. That, okay, don't do that. Then we're gonna make a texture pointer called local texture, where we're gonna create a texture from surface, needing a renderer and a surface, easy peasy. And then we free, okay, so the get image dimensions, that's new. Text surface W, text surface height, okay. And then we free the surface. So, we're gonna do something first. We're gonna be calling a new function where we make m width is equal to text. I don't have that value yet, do I? Text surface is undefined, right? What does he do for text surface? Do I already have this? Oh, this. It's local surface. That's why. So this is equal to local surface This is height. Oh no, width. And then M height is equal to local surface height. So these two values come from SDL surface, which is a struct in C. It's a C-based library. One of the struct's points is an int called width or height for the actual size of the surface. The goal of this, by the way, the reason why we're setting a custom float value here is because also, do I really want these to be ints? I guess it has to be. I guess we're doing int float conversion, but that's okay, right? So the idea here is that by giving a width and height to the overall thing, we can now reference those values outside of the class. The whole point of that is we want to be able, when we render the image, to reference this width and height value so we know how big the actual text rectangle is going to be, right? We want that to change. We want it to update every time we try to render the box. How did we go from 22 viewers to 13 viewers? What the fuck? Jeez, did I bore you guys that much? Holy cow. And then at this point, we're freeing the surface because we don't want memory issues. And then we make it equal to null pointer. Do I need to do that? I don't. Why do I even do that? Okay. So we free the surface. Beautiful. Now, what do we do from here? Well, this can just be return. Oops. Okay, first of all, this needs to go on a new line. In fact, all of these need to go on new lines because this is going to bother me. Oops. I want these on new lines because it's easier for me to read that. Okay, so what's the goal now? Well, we need to set a few things here. So this is going to be color dot R is equal to red. Color dot green is equal to green. Color dot blue is equal to blue. SDL color also takes an alpha value, right? Yes. I can just call a uint8 alpha and just have color dot alpha equal to alpha. There we go. You definitely got better at development, I can tell. I can actually read this pretty well. Thank you! I'm improving. The trailing return type GNU style joking? What, this is GNU style? I don't know what that is. Was that insulting? Man, I have this one fly in my room and I'm gonna kill it. Get width, all we have to do is just return M width. Get height is just return M height. Okay. Now all we have to define is the render. So this is going to be easier than you think. So this is just SDL render copy F, because we're not rotating the text or anything. Otherwise we would do EXF. So this is going to take a renderer. This is going to take a texture, which is M texture. We still need to set the texture, but we'll ignore that for a second. This is going to be a null pointer because at no point are we ever rendering text and not rendering the entire thing. Fire Nemo just subscribed on YouTube, but I don't know how to make that smaller. I'm so sorry. Yeah, when you subscribe on YouTube, you get a little more, and honest to God, I don't know how to change that, all right? And then SDL frect, that's difficult. That's gonna be hard. The reason why it's hard is that we're gonna run into an issue where the width of that rectangle needs to be equal to like this width, and we're gonna figure out how to do that, but that's gonna happen. Hold on. Fuck, I don't know. Null pointer for now, but that needs to change. And that's all it does, right? But this null pointer needs to get defined. What's this? GNU coding standards? Now that is ugly. That's terrible. Ew. I don't know what this is. The whole reason I even, oh my God, if and if, ew. The whole reason we're doing this though is because it's a lot easier for me to read a function name and just look down one line to see what it's returning. I just like that so much more. Like, especially when you start talking about like, what's a good one here? Especially when you start talking like this, like auto initialize standard expected app string. Like, holy shit. Think about how long that line would be if we had more than like 2 parameters. Code Toil subscribes. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my God, 6 months? Holy shit. Wow, that's a lot of, thank you. I was about to say, that's like 3 lunches for me. Holy shit. Thank you. Oh, so nice of you. 6 months of subscriptions. Holy cow, Code Toil. You're gonna toil my insides by the time you're done with me, huh? Return type is awful on its own line. No, I like it. I like this like little block of text here versus like, what would you guys do? You guys would do something stupid like this or something. Ew, it's so ugly. Oh, I hate it. That's okay. I don't mind that, but I like this more. I like closing parentheses to be on its own line. Eep. Okay. That's it for this class for now, but we do have to define this rectangle because that's where the text is going to be rendering onto the screen. I'm almost wondering if that should just be the parameter. No, it can be the parameter because the width is going to change, but the X and Y value is the same. I might do something like SDL F rect, render rect. This is going to be, in fact, what I might do right now is render rect dot width is equal to m width. Render rect dot height is equal to m height. So now we're going to be rendering, taking into account the width and height of whatever text we're trying to render with. And then, what else are we doing? The X and Y value needs to get given by this, right? Although, no, it does need to be given as a parameter because the card is going to be moving around the screen and the text needs to know where to move relative to the card. And if the card gets resized for whatever reason, which I don't think it would be in the end, but that's for complicated reasons. For now, we can do something like float X, float Y, where render rect dot X is equal to X, render rect dot Y is equal to Y. And that'll be it for now. And then we're probably going to adjust this as we like go on here. So I think that's like a really basic like font class. Okay, all that being said, let's continue here. Let's see what else he does. Then he initializes PNG loading, initialize SDL, TTF, which I think we already do here. Perfect. So now we need to load media. That's for the texture for the fonts. So what are we doing here to load media? We need to open the font with a SDL. Global font is a TTF whatever, right? We can feed that as a parameter. That's easy. Make it equal to open font, that font. Wait, why do I take this as a parameter? Oh, because render text solid needs it. So what am I doing with it here? TTF open font is equal to this same font. Fail to load lazy font, and then render the text. Load from rendered text. So load media actually prints it onto the screen where the font is equal to that size, whatever. But that's in like the main function, right? I can do that somewhere else. I wonder if we should just throw it all in the render. And just do that every time we need to render text on the screen. Is that inefficient? So all we need to do is pass in the font that we're gonna use. But we're gonna do that every time we render it. Like, why not just have a font in here as part of the value for the class? I just showed you to my dad. If your dad's not a programmer or a VTube watcher, he must be so disappointed in you. Oh, you could have been a doctor. You could have been an engineer. He taught programming when he was younger. Oh, so he's gonna call me a moron. Okay, thank you. He's like, what the fuck is this idiot doing with SGL? He should be using SFML. Moron, idiot. Gary the Goo Boy? Or like Gary the I'm disappointed boy. I just do auto get width, return M width, all in one line for short liners. I don't know. Like part of programming is aesthetic. That's why we have cursive font, because like, you know, if you're not gonna, you know, if you don't have aesthetics going on, what's the point of programming, you know? I like this little block of text here. That's cute to me, rather than having like, what are you guys saying? Like one, oh, this is gonna be so ugly. Ew, look at this, semicolon, curly brace, semicolon. Oh, that's disgusting. I spit that out, chat. Get that out of my face. Semicolon, semicolon. Ew. Oh, looks so much better to me. Wait, are you mocking me? I don't know, am I? I don't think so. He taught programming? Wow, really teach Pascal? You make him sound so old. Also, Kotoil, thank you for subscribing for 6 months. Oh, thank you. If you want anything, an early beta version of this game, I'm your man. Wait, why doesn't this run? I am missing a... Oh, whoops. Missing... Could not convert argument 4 to a pointer. Oh, right. Wait, what? No, this can't be a const. Wait. No, that worked. Okay, sweet. There we go. Okay, so the program still runs. This text is not actually what we're using on the new class, so this is the before. In about 2 seconds, we're gonna switch it to the after and see if this makes a difference. So let's find out. So what are we doing? We need to call create font from path. Global renderer, font, creature test, RGB creature. No, we're not ready yet. Hold on. What am I doing here? We have our local font is equal to this. That's fine. SDL texture pointer render font. So what we need to do is we need to make an object type. We're gonna call it card font. Oh, whoops, we need to import, sorry, with our broken modules. I don't know why this, like, all these modules just broke after we started doing TTF stuff, but this is the module. It is saved. We are exporting that module. So card font. Oh, please read this thing. Okay, it's fine. Card, it's fine, it's fine. Card font, and we'll call it elements font is equal to, no, that's just the object type. Now, instead of this, oh, this does need a thing, doesn't it? I should just have that as part of like a constructor, because I'm only ever making this font once in the program, right? So auto make TTF font. How about this? Make TTF. We'll do that. Take it in as a parameter. Nothing? Wait, what am I doing? We're gonna have a TTF font pointer. And we'll call this font. Font, which doesn't even need to be here. Okay. So what am I doing with it? What do I have to fuck around with it on? Or mess around with it, sorry. Maybe get TTF, I guess? Or nothing? I don't know. I don't think we need to do anything with it. Oh no, we do need to, yeah, we do need to get it, don't we? So get TTF. So auto, get true type font. Pointing to an SDL, or sorry, TTF font pointer. And then what's it gonna be doing? It's gonna be returning font. Okay, and that's all that does. Beautiful. So now elements font dot. Oh, I need to set it. That's what I need to do. Okay, well, let's set the font. Paste. Set TTF. We're gonna return void, and instead we're gonna say font is equal to what am I doing? How do I set? So we're gonna return this value. Oh, no, I don't need this. I'm a moron. Could I not just do get TTF like that? That works, right? This statement? I guess it would. I don't know if I can change this value though. It's a private value. I guess I need to set it with the parameter of, what is this gonna return? Returns a valid TTF font or null on error. Okay, so what we should do is not get, it should just be set. Where it's gonna take in the parameter of a TTF font pointer. New font. Make this void. Not return anything, but make font equal new font. And that's it. That's all it's doing. So now this is gonna be set TTF. This is gonna be what we put in it. Okay, sweet. And maybe we still get it whenever we need it, but I guess we don't need it, do we? Because we're gonna render it, but render already takes in font for whatever that needs. It is part of the class, so I think we're good there. I was in here asking why you were using SDL instead of SFML. Oh no, that's everyone. Yeah. I get that all the time, but I like SDL more because SDL 3 is going to be coming out, and oh man, SDL 3 with new audio. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Sola, you get fine. You get Sola for you. You're gonna get the B. It's broken and it buzz, motherfuckers. But like, you know, it's gonna be there. Is this just IntelliSense dying, or is it actually an issue? No, it's IntelliSense dying. I don't know why, but ever since we started with true type fonts, everything has just exploded. I don't know why. Because my other program, the bullet hell shooter, this still works. Yeah, look, all the modules are loaded. It's so nice and beautiful. The program still runs. Like, we still have, like, hold on. Like, we still have, like, everything working. It's so beautiful and it's so simple. It's just, modules are loaded. It's just not for this. I don't know why. But this, it's like everything just exploded and I don't know why. Sola, hope you're doing well. So this is no longer taking in a font. In fact, none of this is even there anymore. Where do I even define make text? Is that under textures? Cards? No, this doesn't do anything. Wait, where did I define this function? Make text is undefined. Well, I would look in my IntelliSense program. Not textures, not the deck, not initialization. Not in the main CPP file. Where did I do this? I didn't prototype it. What am I doing? Where did I get that? Creature, void override, render copy. That's fine. Deck. No, deck's not there. Texture? Make text. That's where it is. Okay, my bad. So this doesn't need to exist anymore because we already have everything. So this is actually calling. Okay, so this is an SDL texture pointer. So I need to make, we are making this, which is this. And this is going to be returning nothing. So this L texture is M texture. So M texture underscore is equal to local texture. That's where that comes from. Which means all I need for that is call create texture from path. So this, did I already delete it? You bet I did. So elements font dot create texture from path. Taking in the parameters of something that IntelliSense doesn't know what to do with. So we just need a renderer and the path of the thing. So we need global renderer. It's not actually global, but for our purposes. And it needs a path, which is previously the text we want to type with, right? Right? Load from rendered text. Which is this. Okay. No, it's not. Wait, what? Surface texture. Yes, this is what we want. So create font from path is this after we make global font equals to that. Okay. So create font from path. We're going to type out this is an Odiug. Okay, now, if everything worked out, instead of this, what we're gonna do is elements font dot render, where we put in the global renderer, and what else does it need? Float X, float Y, which is the X and Y value of, oh shit, sorry, hold on, you're gonna hear a crunch. Lost my pop filter, which is this. 210F 486.F, which is floating numbers now, but you know, it's good enough for now. All right, here we go. If everything worked, it should work. Doesn't work. Wait, what did I miss? Missing a parentheses before semicolon right there. True. Create texture from path is not a member of card font. What? Oh, create font from path. Sorry. Go. Ah! It looks beautiful. It's ugly as sin, and it's kind of transparent, but you guys see it? Oh, we have text. Look at that ugly ass, way too big text. But this is actually what it is. It's the size we give it. It's beautiful. Now we just need to make it smaller, and we need to change the color. So this is, we'll do font size 12. don't like the bold. I think we're gonna go for an unbolded version. We'll see what that looks like again, which is pretty simple. All we have to do is go here. Move this out. No, don't do that. We're just gonna rename this Gil New. We're gonna move this back in. We're just gonna copy and paste this a couple of times. Replace. This is just the same font, it's just unbolded. That's all that is. Okay. So everything's the same. The only difference is we replace the font. So here we go. Do I like that more or less? It's hard to say because of the color. Hold on. Let's real quick. Elements dot font dot set color. We're gonna go 255, 255, 255, 0. Oh no, 255 because we want it to be white. Okay. Do we like the bold? I don't know. Sorry, I realized like 99% of that you guys couldn't have saw, so that's sweet. Sola, see you later, goodbye. Okay. So, what are we doing here? I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like the bold maybe is better. It's hard to say. Programming, elements remake, rename, because I don't want to have to refresh everything. Or I guess we can just go Gil, because we only name it once. Maybe we can go Guild, just Gil. And then we just put Gil New here for Gil, rename, bold. And there we go. We just do that a bunch. So copy, so we have to do this a million times. It'll just be, both files will be in there. It's 60 kilobytes, who cares? Boom, boom, debug, paste, rename, call it Gil, and then package it, remake, 64, debug, paste, rename, Gil. Okay, so now that's forever. So now, instead of Gil, we do Gil bold. Go. I think I do like the bold more. I think it stands out more. Can I see the actual screen? Yes, if I wasn't dumb. But how do we feel about that? Just as like a matter of imaging, you know? Replace that. I think I like the bold one more. I think bold's gonna stay. What? Uh-oh. Wait, what? It did not load. Oh, .ttf, sorry. Fuck. That's bold. Okay, now it'll work. Sweet. I think we're gonna stick with bold. I think that's a forever thing. Now, if we're really clever about it, here, let me zoom out here so you guys can see it again. Now, if we're really clever about it, let's get a little bit, let's get a little bit fancy. What if we do something like make a new card font, elements, font, shadow, where we repeat all of these things, except we're gonna change the color to be very dark with no transparency. Some transparency. And the only difference is we're gonna copy and paste elements, font, shadow, and we're gonna change the X and Y values by like 2 pixels. Why did that fail? I have no idea. Oh, that's why. This needs this name here. Sorry. There we go. Now it should work. Also, the shadow should go under the font. Oh, that is so clean. That is fucking perfect. I am proud of that. Let me zoom in for you guys. This is goddamn clean. Don't tell me this is not the cleanest text you've ever seen in your life. Look at the Discord, Gary. Oh, VRT saying you couldn't recover anything. Aw, cute. Hold on. Look at the Discord. My request for my 6-month Twitch subscription, send the source code for the other shooter game. Absolutely, if I figure out how to use GitHub. I tell you what, if you're gonna have patience with me, I promise you that in the next 24 hours, probably at the beginning of tomorrow's stream, I'll just give everyone the GitHub code and you guys can make fun of me. A full submit. Thank you for following. A fool submit. Oh man, guy comes in asking to actually see my programming. I'm very happy about this text chat. I think that turned out really well. So the question is, do we do anything else with it? I think I'm pretty happy with it. This also means we don't need this text rect anymore. Okay, so what else are we doing with this here? Let's zoom out. So now we have our text. Now, I think we're done. I think this is gonna be the design of the card, and it's gonna be that way for the rest of the game. Well, maybe we do a little bit more here. Let's do this. Elements font, render. Create font from path. So here's what I think we're gonna do. Copy paste. So obviously we need to automate all this later. I am very aware of that. Okay, and then this needs to be rendered again. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna say odiug. This is gonna say consume a creature. Now I want to do the title of it. Now, is the title gonna have the same font? I don't know. Let's see, where does my art start? The art just exists. The background rec starts at 180F, 160F. So 180F, 160F. 180F, 160F. 180F is the X value, right? So we want to go up on that to like 190F. And then the Y value is going to be, if we start at 160F, it's going to go to 170F to start. We're going to see if this looks cool. Where's my drop shadow? Wait, why does that look dumb? Where's my drop shadow? Oh, it's on the same line. Sorry. This needs to be 2 and 2. No, it doesn't. This needs to be 2 and 2. Beautiful. Also, wait, something's fucking up here. Oh, because every frame we need to do the text. Okay, my bad. My bad. So we need to have like create text. That's going to be a little difficult, huh? To make the text and then make the not text and do all that stuff. So now this will work. There you go. It's just, it's refreshing the text every frame, and that feels not correct. It looks nice. What about multiple lines? I understand what boundary we would have. It's just right here, 10 pixels to the left of this. But also, this doesn't look right. The X and the X value needs to move to the right by like 10 pixels. Does that look better? Yes, it does. Okay, I think this is our card. I think this is it. Let me zoom in for you guys here. Whoop. I like this. We have font taken care of. I think the font looks great. I think the size of it is good. Having 4 lines here should be absolutely plenty. Gary, there's a bomb strapped to my chest. Ah! Okay, here's the deal. I know that... Here's the thing, right? It's not actually a card object. What I'm doing is I'm having my graphics card render all of these layers independently of each other, including the black borders, by the way. And they're all just individual textures to give the illusion of a singular card. But all of these elements can be moved right now. We're only doing this for concepting. Now, what we're gonna do next, actually, is make a card object that then we click and we hold and we move all of the elements around together. Or maybe not even that, because I don't think you even do that in Elements the game, do you? It's always like appears on one spot. But we could drag, I mean, if we really wanted to. Does the text change during the game? What do you mean? Also, we can recolor the text now extremely easily if we want colored keywords, which we will. We also need to have a cost, so we need that quanta down there. So that's on the agenda. Let me bring out Notepad here because we need to record a few things. What do I need here? So what do we need? We need text wrapping, move text if quanta, if there is quanta. Basically, if there is if this little element symbol, if there's a cost to the ability, this element symbol goes down here. Is the font, should the font go up by like 2 points in size? Hold on, this needs to go. Let me do one more change here while you guys are not looking at this. Let's try font size 16. Let's see if that looks better, like everything. There we go. Does that look better? Yes. I think I do like size 16 font more. I think that is cleaner. I mean, if the text is always the same on a given card, you could include the text in the image of a card. I want it to be modular because here's the issue. There is something called a fallen elf in the game, and fallen elf's whole gimmick is that you basically make random cards out of other cards. So you would pay a life cost on an entropy card, which is already 2 classes that don't really jive together. You pay the life cost and you mutate another card into a random card with random stats that are relative to the previous card's stats, with a random ability that costs whatever quanta that is. So if we have a fallen elf, if we mutate a photon, it could turn into an Odiug with some random stats relative to this. It is a gravity card, and it could have like 3 gravity, destroy a relic or permanent or whatever, right? So it's that kind of deal. So the text of an ID'd card can change. That's absolutely has to be allowable. So what I want is that we would have it modular. So you would have this ID number and everything, but it would then take whatever the hit point value and the attack value of that ID card that you give it, mutate into, change it, give it a new ability. So the idea here is we're just gonna have a JSON file with, you know, the name of the card, the element of the card art, and whatever abilities and text it has, right? And then that's the whole rendered card, and we just call that ID number every time we need a new card in our hand or something. That's the idea. How successful we're gonna be, we'll see, but that's the idea. I think it looks great. Okay, so what's next? We need to make, why doesn't this close? Hello? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, my whole computer's lagging. Oh no. Memory leak? It was called Elements Remake, right? Uh-oh. Wait, do I have a memory leak? This is called Elements Remake. I don't see it in our services. Wait, no, this isn't services. This is 24% of memory, but I'm doing, oh, details. Right, there we go. So then we have Elements Remake is 13. Oh my God, the memory leak. Holy shit. Oh my God, that took 14 gigs? That's not 14 gigs. Uh-oh. Are you calling your free function in SDL? No. Should I be? So we free the surface. So I think what's happening is when we start the program, look at this. Look at the memory usage. It's actually making, what is 1 million kilobytes of memory? Is that a gigabyte? Look at how much memory it's eating right now. Holy shit. Good thing I have 128 gigabytes of RAM. What the fuck? 14 gigabytes? Ah. Yes, if you don't free all on closing the program, you'll leak. Ew. Okay, fine. We'll just do our homework. So he frees it on... what are we doing here? When does he free it? He frees, oh, you have to get rid of the pre-existing texture by calling the free function, which deallocates it. Okay, well, what is your free function do? Close, load media, final texture, free surface, create window, destroy, free. Geometry rendering, color mod. I don't know how he defines free though. Is that just freeing whatever texture it is, like delete texture? Yes, if you don't free all this, you'll leak. Do you have a destructor anywhere? I mean, not for this. I just want to say, so, hi, and now I'm out again. See you later. See you later, Mr. Dick. You should look at your code to find the leak. Why do you look at someone else's code? Because I want to see what their version of freeing the code is, and then once I figure that out, then I can implement it my way. The nice thing about SFML, it's a C++ API, not C, so it tends to handle these memory things for you. 1,000 kilobytes is equal to 1 gig. Damn. So this program consumes 1 gig of memory every, what, 2 seconds? Damn. Well, that's an expensive program, chat. Oh, that's why it takes so long to get out of it, because it's freeing all the memory again. Oh. Okay. Also, hi, what's up? I just want to see how he defines his texture class. Getting an image on the screen. Control F, free. Free surface, hello world. Free again with surface. Free resources, freeze media. Free surface, not there. Free surface, free the original, free surface. Does he ever define what free even does? Free surface, free the loaded surface, free loaded image. No. And then it goes straight into geometry rendering? Nothing there. Viewport. I don't even know what that would be useful for. Color keying. Deallocates the texture, free. Deallocate, free. Getting rid, free. Okay, this is what he does. Okay. If the texture is equal to null, SDL destroy texture. M texture equals null, M width, M height. Okay. So it just reinitializes everything. Okay, well that's easy. Shit, I could do that. So back here under our font, we're gonna have an auto. Free. No parameters. That's going to be returning. Oh my God. Void. And all it's gonna do is it's going to SDL destroy texture. This pointer. M texture zoom. Do I really want to destroy it? Is that really what I want to do right now? I mean, I guess he calls free all the time, so it should be fine. M texture equals null pointer. M width equals 0. M height equals 0. And that's it. Okay, so now we call... Well, when do we free it? I guess it has to be every frame, but I'm worried that every time we do this... Oh! No, it's not free. Yeah, we do need to free it, don't we? So elements, font. No, we don't even need to free it here. We call it here. Okay, let's see if it works. And it broke. Your hubris is coming back to bite you? Presumably, if you had gotten this far in C, you would know what malloc and free are. I know what they are, I just don't, you know, use them that often. We could use a profiler, but we know this is the leak, right? Why do you create a texture every frame? The idea... I mean, unless we want different classes, I guess, or different, well, yeah, different classes. We have a class of a font, right? Whatever this font is. The idea is that whenever I need to have a card on the screen, the font is already going to be made for this card object. So this creature test, which is an Odiug example, this would already have the card font printed via a JSON file, right? So whenever we reference this card ID, it would print the text on that like function, you know? What we're trying to do here is conceptually what is, you know, what we're doing. So I guess that makes sense, but he calls free every time you make the font from here. So how does he do it? So true type fonts. He calls free. Oh, hold on. I know what it is. If M texture does not equal null pointer, then do this. I think that might be what's going on here. Nope. Don't call create font in the loop. Yeah, but I guess I could just make a different object then. So what? We would have like, hold on, first of all, comment that out. So we would have this would be elements font test, shadow test. This would be, oh God, shadow, shadow, shadow. Set color is good. This needs to be copied and pasted. So everything's the same except this. And so this doesn't exist anymore. Right? No, yeah, no, it's fine. It doesn't exist. This also doesn't exist. So now test, whoops. Test. So now this will work. Doesn't work. What the fuck? I never call the free function, so that shouldn't matter. Huh. It's an error with this. I never call free though. Why are you calling TTF open font every time you create a piece of text? File input output is slow. Am I though? Not anymore. I was, but not anymore. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's okay. Wait, why is it crashing? Oh, that's why. This needs to be test. Ah, okay. Paste, paste, paste. Now this will work. There we go. Okay. So now, do we have a huge performance issue? No, we don't. Okay, so that was the problem. So instead of consuming, 14 gigabytes of memory, now it's just consuming 20 megabytes. And it's actually pretty consistent too, so there's no leak. Sweet. All right, awesome. So now we just have to not make the font every frame. Not when you render, when you initialize, maybe. All right, so no more memory leak. Fantastic. Okay, now I think we're at the point now where we're ready to actually make the card object, and then like, I don't even know if I want to resize it. What? I'm debating in my head, what do I want to do? I'm thinking that this, as we see it right now, this size, the idea is you mouse over whatever card is on the field, and then this pops up in like the bottom right corner or something, or maybe even like this when we highlight it down here. Is that big enough for everybody to read? I think it is. It's pretty big. Like my vertical distance on my screen is 1080p. So like, I know it's an ultra wide for you guys, so it's a little different. You guys aren't actually seeing it like this, but this is a 1080p top and bottom, right? So I feel like taking up like a third of the screen is pretty big. When you call set TDF, are you also calling TDF open font? You could do auto font equals TTF open font and do set TDF font. I think what I'm doing is I'm taking, I'm making this creature, there we go. So we have a class type card font with the name elements font. Then we set its TTF underscore font pointer to take in the parameter of open font. And then that's in the class object. Then we set the color to render to, and then we create the font from there and without whatever text we want. So basically what this does is it creates a texture that is the size of whatever text you give. So we could increase the font size to like, you know, like say we want the title to be really big, like font size 20. All we have to do is change those numbers and there you go, bigger title. That's all we have to do. That's the idea of it anyway. But I think font size 16 for everything is probably what we're gonna go with. I think that's pretty readable. Although I guess I could make it gravity colored, huh? So instead of perfectly white, we could do something like, what is orange? Orange is like kind of green, really red, no blue. So like what? All red, maybe 170 and 0. Close. I mean, I did get orange, but maybe a little bit more brownish. Don't I have like a color for that? Gravity background. Don't I have a color for the background there? Description rect. This 74, 45, 16. So more blue. We'll say 40. That made it worse. Less red, 200. That's okay. I don't know if I like that though. I kind of like having the kind of like having it be white, you know? Yeah, I think it should be white. It feels more right. Yeah, I think it needs to be white. TTF open font is file input output. Yeah, but we're not calling it every frame. We're calling it like once. Ideally, we only ever call it on initialization of the program and then never again. Because all of the text in the game would be loaded like immediately. That's the idea. Uh-oh, we're lagging. Uh-oh, I'm seeing drop frames. Anyone F in the chat, boys? YouTube may get dropped here. That may be maybe a priority. Does anyone else kind of looking at my YouTube views lately? Dude, hold on, let me log in real quick. Dude, my YouTube views is going like off the handle. Hold on, let me pull it up here. Now this is gonna look like not much. I acknowledge that, but hear me out for a second. These are these are VODs that I put no effort into at all. These are just re-uploads of the stream. I'm getting like 80 views or something on the last stream. That's wild. That is unreasonable. That is not necessary, okay? I do not need that many views for what is effectively zero effort content. I feel weird. You should cache it. Joke's on you. I don't know how to do that. Okay, I think that's the, oh, what else do we need to do for the card here? Let's think. Let me zoom in here because I'm proud of this card that we made so far. Okay, so what do we need to do here? We need to move text if there's quanta in like as an ability cost. Text wrapping, which we don't even have implemented yet. We need creature slash creature slash relic slash spell icons. Oh, we need an ability cost. Let's do that now before I forget. Okay, well, more fonts. A lot of this looks silly, but understand that we're only gonna have to do this once, and then we're just gonna copy and paste a bunch. So this is cost test. We're only gonna have to do this once, and once we make it, like, we're done forever. I just need to conceptually do it. So cost. Now everything is the same here, except we're gonna go for 0/5. 0/5. This is not gonna be this simple because it's gonna end up being that we print numbers based on some int value. So that's gonna be a little more complicated, but not that complicated. Does SDLTTF have text layouting? That's a big complex thing. It is for our purposes, I would imagine, not for normal purposes, if that makes sense. If you're having like a UI in the menu, I would imagine it's gonna be significantly easier than what we're doing, which is like, we need different values all over the fucking place, and we want modularity anyway, so we are probably gonna separate the values. You set a variable to the value, and when you want to reference the value, use the variable. You should only call open font once for every font file you use. If we had a global variable, you would be right. Actually, I don't know. Maybe you are right. Maybe instead of... Maybe this is one of the few times where you should have a global variable, because we're only gonna have one font in the entire program, okay? Beginning to end, it's motherfucking Gil, okay? I'm thinking that maybe we do make that a global variable, because we're gonna have to remake it a lot. And they're gonna be even the same size too, so there you go. Oh, maybe once every font file plus font size combination? Yeah, maybe that too. This is gonna be a 0/5, and then the rectangle is gonna be a new one. So copy, paste, cost. This is going to be the very bottom right of the art, which I think is gonna be under cards. This, okay. So it's at 456 by 456. So let's try, if it's font size 16, 456, 456. Let's try 416 by 446. 416, 418 by 448. Let's try that. Too low, but we're close. So the Y value needs to go the opposite direction. So this is 406. This is 408. That's too much. 428, 426. There we go. It should be bigger. Yeah, this needs to be significantly bigger, to the tune of like font size 20. And then we're gonna have to move it left then, so we're gonna go .406. There we go. How's that? How do we feel about this card? I like it. I'm a little worried about the numbers in the bottom right getting in the way of art, but there is a shadow behind it that I incorrectly rendered. Why? Because we mixed up our values here. So this should be 8. This should be 8. This should be 6. This should be 6. Because the shadow goes under it. There we go. It doesn't look like much because the black under it is the same as these guys. There is a shadow there. It's just really tiny. I like it. Maybe we can actually use the text now, because we can take that same quanta texture. So let's go elements, the game wiki. Let's look up the text for Odiug exactly. It is this. Devour. Oh god, that's so much text. Ugh, that is a lot of text. It's not gonna look pretty. How would I even... I guess it's not that bad. Maybe we can... Ugh. Maybe we'll just do Devour for now. Maybe that's the way to do it. Devour, Devour. Because we're going to have separate text blocks for abilities and not abilities. I am here for my annual arriving to the stream. True Blanket, hello. How's it going? So now this needs to move to the right by like 20 pixels. Font shadow test, elements font test. Okay, this is gonna be here to the right by like 20 pixels. Sorry. Not enough room. Also, I mixed these up, motherfucker. This needs to go here. And this says Odiug. Now it looks better. Oh, ew. Wait, does it not register spaces? Oh no. Oh no, does the font not care about spaces? Uh-oh. That's awkward. No, it does have spaces. Sorry. Wait, where did all my spaces go? This is a test. Oh, there is a space. It's just really tiny. Okay, well, okay. Devour. We'll just do 2 spaces. Ah, it was just really tiny. Okay, okay. Beautiful. Okay, that is better. So now we're gonna even give it more to the right here. Okay, this is good. So 40, 4D, 42. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab that quanta, which I think is rendered, excuse me, getting nasally. Where is that quanta? Gravity quanta texture, quanta rect. Think of what I can do. SDLF rect quanta ability rect is equal to, actually no, it's just gonna have these same values except the X and Y is gonna be different, right? So this is gonna be right next to this guy. So it's gonna be here. At least that's the Y value. Actually, we can just, relative to the description rect, right? So this should be 10 by 10. Let's try that. That didn't do anything. Okay, and now we render this, and it goes over the description box, except instead of quanta rect, it's going to be quanta ability rect. Go. To the left and up. Barely. Actually, do I? Yeah. By like 5 pixels. 05 and 81. There we go. I like that a lot. And then we have a separate one for the cost. Again, this looks horrible, but like it is for a purpose. Cost card. Because we're going to be copying and pasting a lot of this probably. And I know it looks dumb right now, but bear with me. Okay, this is just gonna say 3. Actually, ideally we would copy. Whoops. Ideally we copy the X and Y values of the other one here. We would copy. What would be the first one we did? It'd be this one, right? The only difference is we would be copying the X value to the right. So when does the Grimmage end? 456 is our... I didn't show you any of that. Oh God, I am so sorry. Oh geez, oh no, it's a disaster. Oh, it's a bad stream, I'm so sorry. Okay. So now we have our X and Y value. But the X value, if the image ends at 456, that is when the art ends. And right above that is the quanta and to the left. So 456, it'd probably be like 416. And this would be 414. Let's try that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why did that fuck up? I know why. I was doing the wrong one. 416. 414. Let's try that. There we go. Too bright. It's too bright. Also, it might not be big enough either. Hold on. Well, we did font size 20 to be fair. So maybe what we do is just for this one, let's set the color 255 on the shadow. Actually, that's still kind of hard to read, isn't it? And we also need to set the Y value to be a little bit higher. Something like, oh, maybe 10 pixels higher, I guess? Maybe too high, though. Yep, saw that coming. Let's try 5 and 7, because that's the shadow. Still too high, damn. We only needed like 3 pixels, huh? It's gotta be that exact. Ew. Wait, what did I do? So yeah, the Y value is gonna go down 2 pixels. I don't know. I don't really like the number on the top right. That's like the only thing that's like kind of, let me zoom in for you guys. It's the only thing I'm kind of like iffy about. Oops. That's the only thing I'm kind of iffy about is that cost on the top right. Can I like underline it? I guess I could. It wouldn't be easy though. I'm glad we chose 3. That's kind of a hard number to see. It's because the background is so light. Apparently the drop shadow is not going to be enough, is it? What if we move the drop shadow to the left by 1 pixel? That does not help. In fact, I'm wondering if we can just change the font color to be like not as white. Maybe like 200 by 200 by 200. Maybe that'll help. Too dark. But the right idea. No, it needs to be white. There we go. I don't know. This is like the toughest one so far. Maybe we can do like a 3 dash or something. I like that. That's cool. Let's move the X value to the left by like 10 pixels then. That helps. Yeah, okay. Gary, check Discord. Get Crash Course. Oh, geez, you want that code, don't you? All right, I promise I'll get you the code probably at the beginning of tomorrow's stream via GitHub, okay? We'll get it together. I still don't know how I feel about that text, though. I don't... It's not even the text, it's the top right of the card. It's so light in the background, it kind of fucks everything up text-wise. Everything else I think looks great. It's just that specifically. Get it together? Oh, geez. I don't know, because the 3's kind of hard to see, you know? The thing is, we can't do a Magic the Gathering because there are cards that cost like 12 gravity quanta. Like, how are you going to express that? Then again, is it even that hard to see? How does the original game do it? Hold on. How does the original game express, you know, this? Okay, same card details and everything. So they just diffuse the fuck out of that background, huh? Because if you look, the top left isn't even that diffused. Neither is the text. This kind of is, but this heavily diffused shadow. There are cards in Magic that cost like 12 gravity quanta. Oh yeah, is that what they use? Quanta? I don't know, looking at it at a glance, that's not that bad, is it? Maybe I can just increase the font size of the drop shadow? And then we make it go way left. And then way high. Maybe it's not too bad of a thing. So 398 by 65 will go 64. Okay, now we go font size 28. This looks ugly. This looks so clean. This looks cleanish. That looks clean-less. This is just ugly. Well, how about this? What if... What if instead of 24, What if we just do 20 and just not render the white text? I mean, that's not bad. In fact, what if we render the white text behind? Well, here, I got a simple way to do it. What if we just render the white text behind the shadow text? No, that looks ugly. But you guys get what I'm getting at, right? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things we can do here. I guess that's fine. I mean, it's readable. It just looks so not correct, you know? Is the number like the amount of generic mana you need, or does it mean 3 of that one color? It means, Right Steel Colossus? No, not like this, not like Magic. So in Elements the Game, it's not generic mana. In fact, generic mana doesn't even technically exist. This mana cost up here is 3 gravity quanta. It's the way we're gonna balance the game is there's no such thing. If you play mono gravity, right? There's no such thing as lands. You're gonna have a quanta. You get 1 quanta on turn 1. You get 2 quanta on turn 2. You get 3 quanta on turn 3. That's the idea. And if you want to do other colors, then you have lands, and then you kind of introduce that RNG, but you opt into that RNG by having that like dual class setup, right? That's the idea of it. Obviously, playtest permitting. So here's the twist though. Your quanta, I think, adds up. I don't know. Still, we have to playtest this. In the original Elements of the Game, your quanta could add up to infinity, right? There was no limit to it. The problem is that universally, your mana went to infinity every game unless you explicitly designed to constantly drain it, like with Miracle or something. But like the idea of 12 cost cards, that's a joke. That's nothing. You can get that in 1 turn, late game Elements of the Game. It's just when you have cards like Firebolt, which does 3 damage every 10 mana, you know, you can burst your opponent, but I'm willing to give up that design space for the sake of not how the original went. So yeah, it's 3 specifically gravity quanta. And then this costs 1 gravity quanta to devour, but obviously you could stack it or have a cost here. Yes, like this, except instead of listing out 8 mana, because I don't know, whenever I see Magic cards, I just think that they must think like, they must treat their audience like children, right? Like, okay, kids, count the greens. No, because in Elements of the Game, it would just be, what's the equivalent of like this? Elements the Game wiki. It would be the equivalent of like life. What would be the equivalent of that card? Probably Green Dragon. Emerald Dragon, sorry. So this is Emerald Dragon, right? 10 green, whoops. 10 green quanta for a 10/6. Now, yes, I know this art is from Spore, okay? Listen, it was a long time ago. It was a different time, okay? Shut up. So, this is not a good card. It's very squishy, and dragons aren't really that useful unless it's like you need something durable, and this is not durable. So it's not a good card. But like that's the idea, is you have 10 life quanta you would use. You could just do like 2 rows of pips. If you have a concept, flip the background. Wait, of this? No, I don't like that. Unless you're saying like flip it 180. So like actually just rotate it 180 degrees. I thought you meant flip it across the, like reflect it across the y-axis. No, I think I like it as is. I think this is what we're gonna go with. I'm gonna show this to the elements forum again. In fact, let me zoom in here so I can take a screenshot. Whoop, whoop. Put that there. Then we increase stream quality to 720. Oh, I guess I could just screenshot my current thing. That might work too. But I think I'm happy with where we're at today. We have text on the screen. We didn't get to modules today. Fuck. Okay. So tomorrow, what am I doing? Tomorrow we have a GitHub release of the bullet hell shooter, because that's a project that's being shelved for now, but you guys can critique the text all you want. And then tomorrow after that, we have a card building module for cards, just so we could have all of this like modulated. So we can have text here. If it's cost ability, it's always gonna appear up there, or ability type devour, that's always gonna have that text there. Otherwise just play text. There's a lot of little things we have to do, but this is like conceptually what it's gonna look like after we do everything, right? I like it. I like it. Let's close out of that. Bring it paint, paste. Hello, me. Do I have more drop frames? No, I didn't, thank God. Damn, how many viewers did I have right there? Damn, 15, 16, Jesus. Okay, grab that. Better than that, hold on. Fuck, trying to get a really clean slice here. There we go. Home, crop, beautiful. File, save as. Odiug, example. All right, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna end the project here today. We got a lot with fonts. Now I don't have to ever worry about that again. Let's Control Z a bunch. Code Toils gifted subs, oh my God. Oh, What's Up is getting a sub, holy shit. There's also this. Oh my God, this is just stupid. This is dumb. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 mana. Or you can just put 15-death. It's so much easier. Why? Why would you do this? Also, thank you for the gift sub, Code Toil. What's Up is getting it. Oh my God. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post this onto the Elements the Game Discord, which exists. Anything you'd want to see changed before I actually make the module for the cards. Okay, so that's gonna be there. That's beautiful. Okay, sweet. Also, let's put it in mind so you guys can actually see the result of today's work. Why does this have curly edges? Oh, that's weird. Discord made it have curly edges. Holy shit, that is based. Wait, did the other one do that? Oh, sweet. That makes it look significantly better design-wise than it actually is. Wow, just giving it the curved edges on Discord automatically makes that look so much better. Oh, I don't want to do that though. Oh God. Okay, anyway, that's it for today. That's all. Have a good night. Have a good evening. We'll be back tomorrow. Give me kisses. Let me hide the lewd background from you. All right, see you later. Goodbye.